Werewolf might be the most uncompromising, boundary-pushing piece of folk horror we see this decade. Or it's going to test the absolute limits of how much bleak, rain-drenched misery a modern audience is willing to endure. So I figured this would be the case, but Eggers is burning that rule book written by Universal and Hammer. There's not going to be any silver bullets. There's not going to be neat full moon rules. And absolutely no Lon Chaney Jr. tragic hero tropes. And apparently Eggers had Aaron Taylor Johnson, Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe, and Ralph Ineson locked in a wooden crate since Nosferatu. He's taken them from the 19th century Gothic elegance to 13th century squalor, shivering in real English mud. Now, I was kind of looking at why is it taking place in the 1300s? But apparently it's a deliberate choice. So shortly after this period, there was like this aggressive expansion of the English wool trade to the total eradication of native wolf populations. So basically this film takes place at the exact twilight of localized werewolf folklore. And usually in Hollywood werewolf movies, it's kind of the lycanthropy, werewolves. It's kind of used as like a cool superpower or some sort of tragic medical condition. But this one seems like really medieval. It's almost like really terrifyingly aggressive and satanic corruption and lunations. Damn, this movie looks dirty. Like you see Lily Rose Depp as the farmer's wife. It's not some like little dirt smudges here and there. It's severe physical and like makeup alterations to match the brutal, unforgiving 1300s. I liked Nosferatu, but I don't think I liked it as much as Eggers' other films because it was basically an adaptation of Dracula, right? I think him writing and his filmmaking is like the magical combo for me. Even though I still like Nosferatu, but I don't like it as much as his other films. And Eggers has been quoted that this is the darkest thing he's written by far, so I'm super hyped for it. And it's almost like a body horror in a way. It's like the marketing. This is the first trailer, and the selling point isn't like cheap jump scares. It's like the grueling physical distress of Taylor Johnson's body contortions, like we've seen in An American Werewolf in London or The Howling. And I think this movie looks fantastic. I mean, Eggers' films already look fantastic, but this looks fucking filthy. Like, it looks harsh. It's got this distinct grain structure of like vintage black and white film directly onto like a super 35 millimeter color stock. Standard studios try to do their own dark and gritty. This looks like genuinely bleak. And of course, he's doing the 1:37:1 aspect ratio, the Academy aspect ratio, I think it's called. I think it's awesome. Like, it weaponizes your peripheral blindness. You are trapped in a frame with these characters, and they're right in there, right in your face with metal over them. It looks intense. And apparently there's CGI in this, but I can't tell. I mean, it's seamless. And the sound design, the raw, sickening sound design of snapping bones and agonizing physical contortions. I mean, if we're going to get a great werewolf movie, finally, after I don't know how many years, Dog Soldiers maybe, this looks like it could live up to An American Werewolf in London. That's the one everyone goes to as the best werewolf movie. But it doesn't look like it's going to have the humor. So my green flags from this trailer, like I said, Eggers is writing this. It's like operating on entirely his own terms from his original script, especially if it's the darkest thing he's done. Have you seen his other movies? Where unlike Nosferatu, I felt like he's kind of like coloring inside the lines of an already existing masterpiece. I mean, just a look at it, it just feels like you just discovered an artifact. And they're seemingly ditching the werewolf lore we've grown to know, the silver bullets and standard full moon transformations. It's just medieval folk horror. I mean, red flags, I don't know if this is going to be very mainstream, which I don't care really. He seems to be doing his thing, and he seems to be doing it successfully at an artistic level and financial level. It could alienate audiences. I mean, this is a Christmas release. I'll be there Christmas Day. Hopefully I don't have to tell someone to shut up next to me like I did Nosferatu on Christmas Day. But I think the timing of it in the 1300s with the world trade timeline makes this pretty interesting on a thematic level. There's like the subtext of a civilization aggressively choking out the wild, spiritual and terrifying elements of the old world. I mean, the wolf isn't just a monster, it's a financial liability to a changing England. And it takes place on a farming commune. It's going to be like isolation psychosis. Could be like physical satanic affliction and a shared isolated madness brought on by starvation, religious paranoia, and the bleakness of the Dark Ages. Werewolf looks exactly what I wanted. I want a good werewolf movie. That Wolfman movie that came out like a year and a half ago, that sucked. And this is Eggers entirely off the leash, spinning an original story with his core creative troupe. It looks excellent with the box ratio and it feels like the life of the color palette is just draining from the screen. So I am incredibly intrigued to see this truly reinvent this genre's rules by simply reverting to a time before those rules even existed. So I am super hyped for Robert Eggers' Werewolf. But what did you think of the trailer? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that like button and consider subscribing. If you want to support the channel a little further, join my YouTube memberships for only $1 or $2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.